this map again. I hope guys will enjoy. This is Master Kambai, also known as Multi-Topic Dog. Today, I bring you another replay commentary of a old Global League game I did 2 months ago, probably around January, I think. Maybe, I'm not quite sure. We will see how it goes. So I am count by need basis. This is one of my alternate account, and I am against Pure Demon. We will go over both player profile, and we will go over both CO chart. So I hope you guys will enjoy. Let's do this. It's very interesting. I do not think, therefore I do not I think it's like philosophy-ish. So I already appreciate this guy a lot, or this girl, I don't know. That's a cool individual. I like it. Anyway, ranking of 857.17 for 32 wins, 29 defeats. Let's go over to my profile now. I have no quotes. I have a ranking of 855.51 with 149 wins, 164 defeats. So I am much more experienced than him, but he wins more often on a statistic basis. So now let's go over to both COs. So let's move this around. Max! Direct unit gain 20% attack, and direct unit lose 10% attack and have -1 range. Max force for 3 stars, this is really good. Direct unit gain +1 movement and their attack increase to 30. So I don't think this 30 includes the 10% increase, because based on Andy power, it's not. So basically, it increased to 40. So he's like 60-ish. Now, Max Blast for 6 stars, direct unit gain +2 movement and their attack increase to 50. So it's probably 60 on top of his 20 day-to-day. So this is overkill, is unit overkill, and I have 2 extra space. Now, hot take here. You know me, if you have been watching for a while. I do think Max should be tier 4. He doesn't belong in tier 2. Now, any good player can flip the table with Max. But you need a lot of skills. In tier 2, Olaf don't require any skills. Eagle require a lot of skills, but I feel like Eagle is harder to master than Max, but he is much better. I do think Max versus Eagle on even playfield, like both players are as good as each other. So let's say top players in the world. I can bet on the Eagle player always winning. I will bet money on Eagle, because Eagle is a good CO. Max is a trash CO. And here's my take. If you cannot use indirect, this will hurt you. This will hurt the way you play the game. If your opponent take up, you need to take up. If your opponent doesn't take up, he is dumb, and you will just flood the map of tanks because Max is dumb. This is the way it is. Now, let's go over to hawke. Hawke, 10% attack. So he has no weakness, so this is already much better sealed than Max. Not having any weakness, but having a strength make you good. Now, Black Wave for 5 stars, all unit gain 1 HP, and all enemy unit lose 1 HP. So this is very underrated. Some people will tell you, oh, global damage is broken because it affects the economy by 20% if you use your super. Well, power is very, very underrated because the super is just much better, but its power is really strong. For 5 stars, you gain a 20% advantage. You are your opponent economy by 10% and you increase yours by 10%. So it's very underrated, but usually I save up for my super usually because I do know my super breaks the game. Black Storm for 9 stars, all unit gain 2 HP and all enemy unit lose 2 HP. So now it's 40%. It's very strong. Now I will have another hot take. I think hawke should be top tier 2. It doesn't really belong in tier 1 in my own opinion. Now, depends on the matchup, he can beat some COs. Storm versus hawke on bigger map, hawke wins. On smaller map, Storm wins. It's very map dependent. If we go over to hawke versus Longbolt, here again in bigger map, hawke will win. And in smaller map, hawke will lose to Longbolt. Now, everything goes also on the time spent on the game. If the game get longer, you get stronger. Now, if we do hawke versus Sasha, I do think Sasha will likely win. More likely win. I do think Sasha as a CO is better than hawke. Now, if the game get longer, Sasha don't like it, and she will probably end up losing because she won't be able to deny hawke power or super that much because her power will cost too much to use. And on longer games, firepower tend to win. Now, if we speak about Javier, then it's very different. If the game is shorter, Javier will crush hawke. But if the game gets longer, hawke can also win because of global damage. Global damage is very, very strong. Now, if it's grit versus hawke, it can go either way. But just like Javier, if the game is shorter, grit will likely win. But if the game is longer, hawke will likely win. Everything depends on both players. Now, why my statement says hawke should be 2 is mainly because a lot of tier 2 or CO I consider tier 2 can beat down hawke. I played many Ratshell versus hawke on casual games, and I will tell you this: usually the Ratshell player will win if the game is short, but if the game is too long, hawke always win because it's global damage. But in other matchup like Olaf or Drake, because I do consider Drake too, Olaf and Drake will win over hawke. That's why I don't think he's won, because Olaf and Drake will struggle a lot against the tier 1s. They don't have a good day-to-day to deal with the other tier 1. So hawke is probably on top of tier 2 or somewhere near Olaf. So enough said, let's go over to the replay commentary. I hope guys will enjoy. As usual, I will be really fast on the first few turns because it's boring to watch infantry walking around. So I go for the base, he does the same. We have very similar openings. Now I get my first artillery out because I can use artillery, Max. Take notes of that in your notebooks if you have a notebook. So, infantry, infantry, and infantry, and artillery over there. So now I got artillery on both sides. Now he goes for the center a bit faster than me. This is very interesting. Now that recon, I don't really agree with that build. I'm not a fan of early recon as I will always say, tanks shut them down so easily. Recon our unit, you should use mid game. Early in the game it can be good if it has the backup of a tank or an artillery, but alone, the recon alone cannot do much early in the game. But that's my take, and I'm not that high rank. If you speak to any higher ranked player than me, maybe they will tell you something else. But that's the thing. We all have different experience, and yes, they can perform well, but that doesn't deny my experience. Battlecopter, Recon, Recon. Now, this is a really bad turn in my own opinion. 3 Recon is too many, but that's my take, that's my own opinion on that. If we go on a tank war, I will crush him because he has no tank. And I got an early anti-air as well because I do think air unit are really good at this map. But I think I should have went for the tank instead of that anti-air when I looked back. I hope I get a tank this turn. Another anti-air, recall infantry. I'm as terrible as him. Maybe I thought it was not important to have tank early because I had artilleries. Maybe that's my thought process. But when I look back, I think I should have gotten a tank instead of that anti-air there. Wait, did he bought another recon? 1, 2, 3, 4 recon. This is overkill, bruh. What is going on? I really hope this guy will win this game just to shut me up. But so far, 4 recon. Stay 8. What is going on? Now, if that was Stern, another deal, another story. Stern recon are broken. They don't care about terrain. Max recon on the other end. Yes, they got higher firepower, but recon are limited. Recon cannot go that far because terrain really crippled them. And they cannot deal with any tanks. They are only scout. You have too much intel early in the game. That's what I think. What can you do if you bump into a tank? Nothing. Or if you place yourself in range of my artillery, maybe you will find my artillery. Or maybe you won't. Or maybe some other unit will cover my artillery. So intel is important, but recon spam is really bad. Now I go for that infantry. If I had Outcome Tower, the infantry would have died. Straight up died. So now I send my anti-air over there. Anti-air artillery. Wait, I bought a third anti-air? Okay, I'm retarded. I should have went for the tank. So, medium tank, very interesting. A max that take up early, it's rare. Usually max player, they tank spam. So this tells me that guy is better than most max players. Because the weakness with max is you rely so much on your tanks, makes you terrible at the game. Another anti... What am I doing? I'm retard. Why? Why? My eyes are bleeding. Okay, I'm as bad as my opponent. He got 4 recall, I got 4 anti-air. Maybe I was drunk when I did this game. That's the only explanation. That's the only explanation. Oh, I got a good battlecopter, but where's the tank at? Don't know. Okay, we will keep going and see how it goes. It's really bad. Medium tank, very interesting. That's the kind of max play we do. So I kill that Recon, join cap, kill the infantry, damage the Recon, send unit in the center. Whatever, I am stupid. Medium tank, infantry, infantry. It's about time I get something else than anti-airs. He kills my infantry, battlecopter, infantry, infantry tank. This is a good turn, I guess. Maybe we will see. So now I got vision over there, and that Raycon overextended, and that Raycon went stupid. But hey, things happen. So I kill this. I find the other infantry. Battlecopter, battlecopter, infantry. This is weird. I should have went for another medium tank. Maybe I have too many battlecopter. We will see how the guy react to my on battlecopter, if he will go for battlecopter or anti-air. Now he shut down my anti-air, he shut down my artillery, and now he overextend to this. That's fine, I guess. I did the same. We both overextended on both sides. I was really terrible in January. I think I really got better in February, but that's another story for another day. Damage this, kill that, damage this. Now, we speak about trades. I got better value than him because he got his super active, and this is 6 stars, and I'm just at 5 stars. So right now I'm doing better than him, but that doesn't mean I'm playing better than him. I am as bad as him. So yeah, I send this in the center. Now I think at that point I know he has more money than me, so I decided to go for the HQ cap. That's why most of my troops are in the center. I'm like, I am losing both fronts. I cannot do much on either front, so I will place all in the center and I will try to go for the HQ. And yet, battlecopter anti-air. That anti-air spam is terrible. What am I thinking? I think I play worse than any people that play skip a lot. Right now, my plays are terrible. Anti-air dies. Infantry damaged. Infantry damaged. That game makes my eye bleed so much. Battlecopter, medium tank, infantry, base skip! Oh my. We are both terrible at this game. This is crazy. This is crazy. I don't know what's going on. That guy holds the super. As max, you don't want to hold your super. Spam your power if you don't want to use your blast, but that game is the game of 800. Or 700 at that point. I don't know. I really don't know. It's terrible, that's all I know. I still don't have that come tower, so something went wrong here. Regardless, like, it's terrible. I see that. It's terrible. At least I got that side on my control. And the guy is holding his super. Oh my. We should laugh about this game, for real. Medium tank, infantry, infantry, battlecopter. Because I got money. And now my value is so much higher than his. Wow. So you see, spamming recall is worse than spamming anti-air. that's what we need to consider, because he was spamming recall and I was spamming anti-air, and right now I'm on top for some reason, and I win for some reason, unknown reason. Oh my, this is bad. Now I tried to go for that building, but hey, I got an infantry sitting there waiting for you to die. I'm about to get my super, yeah. So if I get my super, your unit will be weaker and your punch won't be as effective as what it can be. Kill, damage, kill, damage. Now I'm about to get it, and for real, I don't know what that guy is thinking. I don't. It's been like 3 turns, 4 turns. He did not use his power or his super, and he has to charge. That's really bad. You see, if you use your max force, I think you can kill that infantry and that infantry as well, leaving me blind. And now you can get both buildings. If you use your power, I'm pretty sure you can crush that line there. Like, what's the point of having a power you hold? We kill it, whatever. Now I got my super, and my super is much better than Max Blast, so now he kills my stuff. Black Storm! Damage the infantry. Drop unit in the center, damage, medium tank, kill, medium tank. You see, now, it's too late. Even if he uses his power or his super, because he waited so long, it won't be effective, it won't do anything. I think at that point, I already won. He cannot come back. Look at the value. I have twice his value. I also win the capture game because I won the center, and that side I am currently losing it, but right now, he don't have any infantry to cap. And I think he base skipped again, like, I don't know what he's doing. I don't know what he is thinking. That game is a game of 2 bad players. He just played worse than me. Kill my units. And now he has resigned. Like, I understand. You held your... Anyway, when we look back to this game, don't play like us, please. Don't recon spam. Don't anti-air spam. Don't hold your power or super. Now, even if you know your power won't be effective or your super won't be effective, well, use the power if you think your super is not effective. Use your power when you know you can do some damage in some cases in some unit. What's the point of having a power or a super if you don't use any of these? Now, don't waste your super. I will never tell you to waste something, but if you don't use anything, how can you have a good punch? How can you come back on the race? How can you overcome your enemy? So I hope you guys enjoyed, despite this game being really bad. Like, comment, and subscribe. We will see each other in future video. Have a great day.